What if the Bitcoin you believe you own suddenly disappeared overnight and there was nothing you could do about it? Almost 4 years ago now, I had my Bitcoin and other crypto on Voyager. You remember Voyager, that platform that offered those incredible staking rewards and made it sound like a no-brainer to keep your crypto on the exchange to earn even more. Then the collapse happened. Voyager froze all withdrawals. I could literally see my balance on the screen, but I couldn't access or move any of my funds. That feeling of complete loss of control is something I never want anyone else to feel. It really, truly changed everything for me. So today I'm going to walk you through how to protect yourself. Because as the traditional financial markets continue to unravel, there are still options for those wanting a more honest, meaningful financial future. And here's a question for you. Are you sure your assets are truly yours? I know. So you might be thinking, Amy, Voyager happened almost 4 years ago. Why bring it up now? Because in 2026, the risks are actually more subtle and widespread. Institutional money has flooded in and ETFs have made exposure easier than ever, and more people than ever are participating, which means more people are unknowingly holding IOUs instead of real Bitcoin. The convenience trap is stronger, the complacency is higher, and the potential consequences are larger because more wealth is at stake. The lesson of 2022 may have faded, but it's actually become even more relevant. Here's the truth. If your Bitcoin is sitting on an exchange or held through an ETF, you don't own it. You're holding an IOU, like accumulating airline miles for years only to watch them expire right before your dream vacation to the Mykonos. Whether you're new to investing in digital assets or you've been partaking in self-custody for years, this video is for you. I'm walking you through a simple 4-step process and offering some important details a lot of investors are still missing in 2026. And later on, I'll show you how to get your free Bitcoin legacy checklist, the exact tool we use here at Time is Wealth Strategies to help individuals and families turn today's decisions into lasting security. But right now, let's transform that IOU into true ownership and real freedom. After years of working in traditional finance, I saw firsthand how the system is designed to keep control out of our hands. Banks can freeze accounts without warning, inflation steadily erodes purchasing power, every transaction carries fees, and every significant decision still seems to require third-party approval. And don't even get me started on who they actually allow to give financial advice. We spent countless quarterly meetings and strategy sessions talking about risk, returns, and diversification, yet we rarely talked about true ownership. And we almost never addressed how financial stress impacts your health, relationships, or time. That limited focus is exactly why I changed direction. It's why I now educate with a more complete framework. Sovereign money, sovereign body, maximum time. Sovereign money means holding your own private keys so no bank, institution, or government can freeze, seize, or quietly inflate your wealth away. Sovereign body is taking full ownership of your health and vitality while you still have the time to enjoy it. And together they create maximum time, the freedom to live life on your terms, fully present with the people and the experiences that matter most. And the foundation of sovereign money is true self-custody. That's why it's more important now than ever before. So I attended the Bitcoin conference. The excitement around institutions, ETFs, and price action was wild. But what do you think was the one topic that barely came up on the main stage? Yeah, actually holding your own keys. ETFs offer simplicity and price exposure. I understand the appeal, and concerns about losing a seed phrase or making a technical error are valid. However, in any real disruption, you're still dependent on someone else. The good news? Self-custody is far more approachable than people assume. Like learning to drive. Intimidating at first, but it quickly becomes second nature. You know that moment when you arrive somewhere and suddenly you realize you barely remember the drive? Your body just knew what to do. That's exactly what happens with self-custody after you've done it a few times. So let me walk you through the 4-step process I personally follow and recommend. So we're going to have you start with sending a modest amount. Whatever you feel comfortable with, really. Let's say $20 to $50. You're going to do this from the exchange to a mobile wallet. This practice run helps you get familiar with things like verifying addresses, understanding how the confirmation times work, and it helps build more confidence with minimal risk. We're essentially trying to remove a majority of uncertainty before moving on to those larger amounts. You'll know what to expect without sitting there and your stomach's in knots. Once the test transaction succeeds, you're going to move on to transferring your Bitcoin to a dedicated hardware wallet. This keeps your private keys completely offline and protected from online threats and platform failures. I get a lot of people asking me what is the best hardware wallet, and honestly, there's just so many. It comes down to preference, really. Coldcard, Foundation Passport, Ledger, Trezor, Arculus, and the list goes on and on. But let me know if that's something you're interested in. If you'd want a detailed, beginner-friendly walkthrough of a certain hardware wallet, let me know and I'll prioritize that for a future video. So once you have your assets transferred onto your hardware wallet, your seed phrase is now the single most important piece of information in your life. Please protect it accordingly. Never store it digitally, no screenshots, no cloud backup, no email. Cannot do it, don't. Now I personally use these Impress Seed metal plates. They're highly resistant to fire and damage. Now you can choose to put your entire seed phrase on here. I would recommend putting half on one and half on another and storing them in 2 different locations. And another thing to think about when doing this, securing in 2 different places, is to make sure you have clear inheritance instructions, because life is a ride, right? You just never know, so it's always best to have a plan. If you do go the metal plate route, you'll also need an engraver. I just bought one that had a lot of different tools and had a USB charging port. Simple and easy, nothing fancy. I'll make sure to put a link in the description if you're looking for a good option. This step is crucial because it's going to secure decades of wealth and provide peace of mind for you and your loved ones. With your Bitcoin now in true self-custody, a whole new set of possibilities opens up. You now have the option to access cash when you need it without selling any of your Bitcoin. I come across a lot of people that are interested in borrowing against their holdings, asking about reputable Bitcoin-focused providers so they can still keep their coins working for them if the price rises. 2 popular options for 2026 are Ledden and Unchained. Ledden has a simpler process, but they hold custody of your Bitcoin during the loan. Unchained is a bit more collaborative, and they let you keep control of one of your keys. Both come highly rated for strong security, but always do your own research and understand the risks involved. That said, this isn't for everyone. Borrowing means paying interest, and if the price of Bitcoin drops too much, there's a risk you could lose some of your holdings. Again, always do your own research and understand the terms before moving forward. Whether you never plan to sell or you want the flexibility to borrow someday, self-custody gives you both freedom and peace of mind. The greatest gift is knowing your Bitcoin is truly yours. True self-custody extends far beyond Bitcoin. When you reclaim control of your money, a significant mental burden lifts. That freed energy allows you to focus on your health, your relationships, and all the experiences that matter most. This is the power of sovereign money combined with sovereign body unlocking maximum time. You stop asking permission from a system that doesn't prioritize you, and you begin designing a beautiful life on your own terms. You are not simply accumulating Bitcoin. You are buying back your most precious resource, time. So if this message hit home for you and you're ready to take that next step, I'd like to give you our Bitcoin Legacy Checklist. It turns everything we covered today into clear, actionable steps. Link is in the description below. And I'd love to hear from you. What's the one thing that's held you back from self-custody? I read every comment and I'm here to support you, so please let me know. Lastly, if you found this information valuable, consider liking this video and subscribing so I can continue to deliver practical guidance. And until next time, stay sovereign and protect your time.